The Tampa Bay High School Sports Report is presented by the Greater Tampa Bay Area Buick and GMC dealers. Visit a Tampa Bay dealer today.
Well, National Signing Day is come and gone, but guess what? There still are players around the country putting their John Hancocks on letters of intent. Well, this weekend, our partners at the Tampa Bay Sports Commission are doing their part to match players and schools together for the benefit of both. And now it's time to bring in one of the men responsible for making it happen, returning to the show for, I don't know, the 10th, 12th time, something like that, it seems like. It's Rob Higgins, the Executive Director of the Tampa Bay Sports Commission. And Rob, first of all, welcome back. And this event, you have a lot of great things that go on during the year, but this one seems to be special.
You know, from a social impact, a lot of times with our events, we talk about economic impact.
Right.
But from a social impact side of things, there's nothing that gets better than this. You know, a few weeks ago with National Signing Day, there were so many big stories about where all these elite level athletes were headed in terms of their college decisions.
Right.
Now, this weekend with the recruiting fair, we've got a chance to fulfill some dreams. We'll play matchmaker a little bit in terms of matching up some small colleges with some kids that maybe have been under the radar.
Right.
And literally, you're going to see kids sign scholarships on site. It's really a special event to be involved with.
You mentioned some of the big names. We're going to throw up a couple right now. We have some video from, I believe, Berkeley Prep. Nelson Aguilar, one of the kids going to USC. But the event you're doing is not a Nelson Aguilar event. It's for the event that the kids that are still searching, because as much emphasis is put on February 1st, there's still a lot of scholarships available.
Oh, absolutely. And especially when you look at all the different various levels of college football,
right.
You know, whether it's 1AA, Division II, Division III, NAIA. And I think a lot of these colleges certainly understand the value and the absolute athleticism that takes place on the field here in Florida. So they come down. I think they try to take advantage of maybe some of the kids that have slipped through the cracks.
Right.
They get a chance to look at their transcripts, talk to their high school coaches, and literally some of them are getting offers right there on the spot.
Yeah, proverbial diamond in the rough sort of thing too, isn't it?
Oh, it's incredible. And you're talking about kids that 2 weeks ago maybe were crying tears of sadness because they've dreamed all along of maybe being their family's first generation to go to college.
Right.
And now, this weekend, you're going to have kids and parents crying tears of joy because they're going to be so excited to realize that lifelong dream, both academically and athletically.
And the thing is, too, I'm glad you brought up the academic portion of it, because it's not just football. They're not just out there running through cones and doing 40s. They get to learn some actual classroom skills this weekend, too, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's important to know that those colleges treat it, you know, as student athlete with the student first. Before they're looking at game tape of these kids to see whether or not they'd be a fit on the field, they're looking at their transcripts to see whether or not they'd be a fit in the classroom. And that's the really cool part of the event, is it marries both of them.
We have some more video we're going to throw up right now. Juwan Coffey from Jefferson High School going to Becker College. This is him signing right here at a Division III school. This is the kind of kid that schools are looking for.
Absolutely, they are. They're looking for kids that will be able to excel and really help take their football team and their entire athletic program to the next level. So this is really the third phase of a three-phase recruiting approach that the Sports Commission works with the community to do. We do a combine with kids at the end of their junior year. Then they go play their senior year. We do the high school all-star game at Raymond James Stadium. National Signing Day comes and goes, and it's time for one last chance to get these kids a good look. So you'll see the dividends pay for the next several weeks and months.
Yeah.
When some kids sign at schools, maybe you don't hear about every day, but they're getting scholarships there, and they're being able to realize a dream.
The other cool thing is, too, that the fact that these schools don't have a big recruiting budget. I mean, they can't afford to fly kids. They can't afford to, go all over the country, traveling here, traveling there. The schools can come in, land 10, 15 kids from this area, and go back and just have a nice stocked cupboard, so to speak.
Oh, yeah. They know where their holes are in terms of their roster, and they get pretty specific with these high school coaches. The high school coach is set up on Saturday in a trade show style format, and you'll have the coaches go up to them, tell them what their needs are. Once they identify needs, look at the transcripts, look at a little bit of game tape. They then tell them who they want to meet in person the next day. So you see kids putting on suits and ties and bringing their family the next day. We'll have 500, 600 people at Jefferson on Sunday, getting a chance to really learn more about those schools and see if they're the right fit.
All right, we're going to throw up a graphic right now, and this is what's coming up this weekend at Jefferson High School. It's just going to be an outstanding place for not only players, but the parents, too. The parents realize that they need some help as far as getting their kids to college financially. This is something that can really help them out in the long run.
Absolutely. And our hat's off to Lannis Robinson, the athletic director here in Hillsborough County. I mean, he puts such an emphasis on scholarship development and getting these kids an opportunity to participate in all the benefits of college. So we appreciate everything he does, and we love the partnership with him and you guys.
All right.
So thank you.
Well, yeah, it's our pleasure. Anytime, Rob. Thanks again for coming on. I know that this month is ridiculously busy. It might take 30 minutes to tell about everything that's going on with these guys, but best of luck this weekend.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Coming up, find out how easy it is for you to become part of our team through Facebook and Twitter. And later, a preview of the boys' state soccer and wrestling tournaments, courtesy of Derek Sharp. We'll be right back.